Buongiorno, we are back. Here we are, my valuable assistant Sam and myself, Sauro, the Scarpas. Today we're going to make a real Italian classic. That is lasagna. Where it is? Oh, here it is. Lasagna, okay? So, we started with to prepare the bolognese sauce for the lasagna. That is super easy. And fire, some olive oil, and here what I've done is mixed of two carrots, two small carrots, one onion and some celery. I just mix it and cut it very thinly, and I'll put it into the pot. This one will need to fry for probably about 10 minutes. And after that, when it's fried, we add the minced meat, and then we add the tomato sauce and a little bit. Okay, Sammy, can you show how it's done? So this is being cooked a little bit. As you can see, it starts to stick a little bit in the pot. So I just add a little bit of wine to help it, and also because I'm Italian, I like red wine, So it cook a little bit more. I add also 3 bay leaves to it and let it go for another few minutes before adding the mincemeat. Alright, so we're ready to add our mincemeat. Of course, if you do a vegetarian lasagna, you can add like worm or any other vegetables mince. It will work exactly the same. This is beef mince. You add it to the pot, and you mix it well with the soffritto. So, we mixed our mince with the soffritto, and it's cooking, and we let it go for a little bit. And while we're doing that, we're starting to do our bechamel or white sauce. That is super easy. So you get some butter, some flour, some milk, and then you need some nutmeg, and that's it. The bechamel is really, you need to do a lot of whisking for it, yeah? So you put big dollop of butter in your pot, something like this. Okay, so the butter is cooking in the pot, it's dissolving. The mince is cooking in this other pot. I'll add a little bit more wine to let it evaporate. Don't worry if you have kids, they like it. The wine will evaporate, it will not be very alcoholic. And then, as we say in Italy, some wine, it makes the blood red. So it's good for everybody. And then you add a little bit of flour, like a big spoon of flour, maybe a spoon and a half. This is white flour, you can add any flour you want. And then you start to whisk it so that it doesn't make any lumps. You do this together. And then you start to add the milk. And adding the milk to this one, it will create the bechamel or white sauce. It's very easy to do. It's a little bit annoying because you need to whisk all the time so it doesn't make lumps, but it's very easy to do it. Sammy, can you show here like what the consistency of the flour and the butter? And then you start to add a little bit of milk, and then again you whisk all the time. So the wine has evaporated, as you can see. And now is the time to add, I add a little piece of chili, not very much. And then I add the tomato sauce. You know, this is Italian passata. I add a full bottle, and then I fill with a little bit of water. And then it should be enough for our bolognese sauce. The mince was about 800 grams in total. This one makes a lot of bolognese sauce, but if you don't use it for the lasagna, you can use for a bolognese pasta or for anything else, and you can freeze it, freeze very well. So while this one is cooking, at this point I add little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt. And then we can just mix it and cover it. And this one can boil for half an hour, 40 minutes. To be honest, the more that they boil, and the better it is. Going back to our bechamel, still here, the milk, we still to move it. I add a little bit of nutmeg, that it gives a really nice taste to it. Some salt, some pepper, and then just continue to whisk it until it's ready. Fantastic, we're ready. Look, this is our bechamel done. This is our bolognese sauce done. So now we just assemble the lasagna and then rock and roll. So we put a little bit of bechamel into the bottom of the this pot. And then the lasagna, they don't fit here. So what I do, I smash a little bit in the corner so they fit a little bit better. Doesn't really matter, but just to trying to be a little bit more precise, you know. That's what we do in Italian cooking. Voila. So then after you've done a layer of the lasagna, you bring forward the sauce, the bolognese sauce, and then you put around it quite generously. See, like that. Sure that it covered all over. And then you do the same with the bechamel. It's very simple. And then you add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I grated this Parmesan cheese before. And then you do the second layer. Kind of similar. The pot, the container here get a little bit wider, but still you need to cut it a little bit. And then you do the same operation. So the sauce, and then you spread it. As I said at the beginning, if you want to do a vegetarian lasagna, you can buy any vegetable mince, or you can do, instead of the mince, to have like a spinach or mushroom or lots of different vegetables. And then the bechamel sauce, again, all over on top of it. And then a little bit of Parmesan. And then another layer. Voila. And then repeat it. And I think maybe we can make even another layer. So 4 layers. Then when you finish all of this one, what you do, you put it in the oven, and you put in the oven probably for about 20-30 minutes that the pasta will cook, and then you eat it. So, bechamel. Spread it around it. Parmesan again, and then the final tray. I remember my grandma, it was her Sunday dish. So like here you have Sunday roast, with my grandma in Italy, either we were having lasagna, homemade lasagna. She was making the pasta as well, or she was making like tagliatelle or tortelli. But that was our Sunday lunch with all the family. A bit more here, and then you see we got some sauce left, and this one you can put in the fridge and it will last for a week, or it freezes super well, and then you can eat it whenever you want. You can make a spaghetti bowl. And then the last of the bechamel all around it. And then, because this one is the top layer, you sprinkle lots of parmesan, so it gets very kind of crusty. That is really nice. You melt with the in the oven. Voila! Lasagne, Italian lasagne, and then you just put in the oven. I'll have it 150, 160 for about 20, 30 minutes, and then it's done. I think we're ready, guys. The lasagna is ready. Yes. Look at this beauty. Okay, let's take it out. Voila. It looks really nice. And wow, yeah, I think we should taste it. So it's got a little bit of crust on the top with all the cheese. And let's have a little piece. And let's hope that we're liking it. As you have seen, my assistant today has kind of abandoned me. It's got different interests now. So it will be me tasting it. Yes, it looks very nice. See? That's how it looks like. And probably super hot now. But I will burn my tongue for you guys. I see my grandma sitting at the top of the table. Anyway, lasagne, Italian lasagna, another big classic. Thank you very much for watching. Take very good care and see you next time. Bye bye.